Motors and Controls, Electrical Division, AAR Electrical Division, Electrical Section, Motors and Controls, Chapter 2, Controls, Part 1, General and Selection Control of the electrical motors. A number of the factors should be considered. The type of the motor to be control protection required. Charters of load equipment to be operated, reversing, non-reversing, acceleration, fast, low, loaded, unloaded, frequency of starting to protect the desired methods of starting load, starting control, manual full voltage starters, manual reduced voltage starters, manual full voltage starters, manual reduced voltage starters, electrical starters and controls, static starters and controls, D type of the enclosures. Alright, Chapter 2, Part 2, Motor Control Apparatuses. Overloading relays. It is recommended that overload relays should be in each line of the three-phase starter with the ungrounded system. It is recommended when applicable the protective device within the motor itself rather than its starter. This is logical as the motor temperature determines whether the motor should be taken off the line. If the device is sensitive, the temperature is built in the motor iron or the motor windings arranged to open the circuit of the motor when dangerous operation temperatures have been reached or excellent protection is obtained. Manual full voltage start. A single phase motor is up to 5 horsepower. Polyphase squirrel cage motors up to 7.5 horsepower may be controlled manually operated. Controlled with the full voltage type. Having thermal overload protection with low voltage protection. Power companies may require that all integral horsepower motors be provided with low voltage protection. In order to accomplish this is more economical to use magnetic controls. It is multi-speed derived and with its leads are brought out of the motor from the motor permit connections between two or more pole combinations. This control is generally obtained with the use of the manual operated pole changing drum switch. Manual reduced voltage starters. The full voltage starters can cause too much of the voltage fluctuation. With reduced voltage starter, the auto transformer resistant type of used magnetic full voltage starters. For the reason of economic first cost maintenance is recommended that the magnetic full voltage starters have an overhead protection to be used where the conditions permitted. Limited features are insufficient features capacity to handle the starting currents and rules of local power companies. Magnetic reduced voltage starters. Magnetic reduced voltage starters may be reused whether the voltage starters are not feasible. The method provides an automatic acceleration from the start with the full running position for the master relay for the accelerating relays that ensure the proper time and the interval between the successive steps of the cutting out reducing voltage coils or resistors. Synchronizing motor starters. Synchronizing motor starters are started with induction motors that would additional feature of either manual or magnetic for the playing of the field as the motor nears synchronizing speed. This feature sometimes automatically controlled by the special relay determines proper installation to apply field. Electronic motor control. Electronic adjustability speed drives the control direct current motors that are used to take advantage of the inherent good load speed characteristics of the direct current motor with the alternating current supply system. Typical use drive of the various types of the machine tools indicate the last grinders, the milling machines, conveyor drives, and testing equipment drives. Generally, the input of the motor is supplied with the electronic rectifier with the control of the type of the times the radiant control with the vacuum type of the vacuum tube with the control circuit. The type of the electronic control with the power supply is usually applied with the motor. The range and the size of the 1/4 horsepower of 30 horsepower. Therefore, however, there have been instances of electronic control that has been type has been utilized on motors up to 300 horsepower. And some motor generators set application Theoretin rectifiers may be used to control the field of the generator of the motor. Both in other applications, electronic control limited to the use of the vacuum tube, the control of the lower power fields, and pole exciters such as an Appledine or switch for the turn control with the generator of the DC motor field. Electronic circuits may be designed to function in any one of the following. Control of the motor field voltage with iron rectifiers. Control with the motor field current. More accurate speed control may be obtained with the means of small permanent magnet type DC generator mounted on the motor shaft using the speed signal. D. Reversing the current limited regeneration means D. E. Speed programming time F. Time accelerated in lieu of the current limited acceleration. Motor speed control in accordance with the sensing device and other external signals. Static motor control. Specialized control systems available utilizing suitable reactors, rectifiers, semiconductors, similar components to obtain specified speed and voltage characteristics. Most frequently used where precise feedback control of the driving motor is desired. Other often associated with the devices like Appledine and may be combined with electronic controls for amplification of the controlling signal. Alright, Motors Controls Chapter 1 Part 3 Data of the motor size of the railroad machine tools. Are the motor size given with the average conditions only. The special tool speeds a lot slow and fast, and no other average conditions require the application to be carefully studied before deciding on the proper size of the motor to use. Machine bolt hooding, upsetting, forging machines, bolt threading, cutting machines, car boxer, bores, car bore, wheel bores, cylinder boring machines, horizontal boring, drilling machines, boring mills, locomotive test boring mills, bulldozers, air and gas compressors, standard drills, radials, multi-spindle drills, vertical drills, gear cutters, grinders and emery wheels and double-ended external grinders, rotary surface internal cylinder grinders, vertical surface grinders, miscellaneous grinders, compressed air hammers, nagel, drop hammers, engine lathes, driving wheels, car wheel lasts, axle lasts, milling machine planes, horizontal slab, horizontal rod millers, horizontal mill bore drills, universal mill machines, vertical slab millers, pipe threading machines, reciprocating planters, rotator plans, wheel brushing press, punch press, punching and shears, wheel cording machine, bending rolls, cut off saws, power hacksaws, shapers, travel head shears, shapers, shears, lever shears, plate shears, crank slaughters, key seaters, woodworking tools, car bores, disc grinder, hollow chisel, motorized band saws, board saws, swing saws, shapers, timber sizes, surfaces, cut off table. Okay, Association of American Railroad Operation Maintenance Engineering Mechanical Division Electrical Manuals and Standards of Recommended Practice, Section 5, Illumination, Table Contents, Chapter 1, Illumination, General Reflection Factors, Glossary of Illumination Terms, Chapter 2, Lighting and Fixed Properties, Part in lighting and fixed properties, outdoor air lighting, floated lighting of the railroad, indoor air lighting, Chapter 3, lighting of the passenger carrying rolling stock, mainline coach lighting, suburban short haul coach lighting, dining air lighting, kitchen painting, buffet service area lighting, sleeping car lighting, and lounge observation car lighting. Chapter 4, effects of the efficient light illumination, Chapter 5, lamps, Chapter 6, evaluation measures and tests.